Had a really abbreviated stream earlier. I had just fired it up, and then my wife decides that she wants to go lay down. I'm not really tired, but my wife needs to not be a zombie because she's got a lot of schoolwork to do today, so I opted to do that, and then when she fell asleep I went to the grocery store, which is another thing that we had to do today, so now I'm back streaming. I am in a Dwemer ruin right now. I did it last night, but I forgot to get the sky shard out of it, so I'm not sure where the sky shard is. So this time I have to pay more attention. But Dwemer gears sell well. See, they did it again. They hid the sky shard in a place where you would not normally see it, because you come in from the entrance and it's right there. So yeah, that's one of the things that I've been learning, is that always turn around and look behind you. I had one a while, like all of these dungeons have like an exit gate, and I had one earlier where the after you go out the dungeon gate, it was directly behind you. So you would never see it if you were just progressing normally. Okay. That ends up putting me, I think, one away from... No, that was the skill point one. Sweet. So I'm in a weird position right now. I'm 39, my gear is about half broken. I'm trying really hard to make it to 40 before I repair and or craft more gear. Because I figured out that that's really the way to make money, is to not repair your gear, but instead craft new gear. And instead I could, I guess, make a white set of 38, because my gear right now is level 36. But I don't have a lot of dwarven iron. For 2 zones, the common metal has been orichalcum. So yeah, I mean, that's not that good of a thing. Like, I mean, it seems like I go long periods of time without finding dwarven iron. It's not really called dwarven iron. I just call it dwarven iron. It's dwarven ore, but
I'm hurt.
I knew my faith in you was justified. Truly, Stendarr's mercy has descended on my family today. My son has been returned to me, and Nissa is recovering from her wounds. Please, take this as a reward. Without your help, Taren might not have survived. Go in peace.
he didn't call me Traveler. His text said Traveler. Okay, so, yeah. Where else do I need to go?
Too weak to move.
Okay, so I need to go back and talk to Merrick, the Fighters Guild. And there's a dungeon, and let's go over to this edge of the zone. this road, it should take me where I want to go and potentially past any quest givers along the way. Yep, there's a quest. Hello, quest.
Greetings. You may believe fate brought you this way, led you to speak to me. I say, give the credit to your legs and your heart. They are what have brought you to me. I am working to prove that fate's bite has no sting. With your help, I hope. I have a set of bones here which allow me to glimpse one's fate. I will now look at your fate. Oh. Oh my! Such a gruesome death. Let us hope fate can be. The bones show you being consumed, eaten by a terrible Dune Ripper named Estraga. She lairs to the south. If the bones roll true, the only thing left will be your left foot. This must not be. Good. You must slay Estraga. Spurn fate's grip. You have stepped onto a predetermined path. Fate decrees a Dune Ripper will consume your bones before the end of the day. You are clever. Could one prove or...
Yes, yes, yes. My equipment is damaged. Oh. Okay, that rock was showing up as a missing box. Oh, there it is. Weird. That's odd. So one thing I suggest is if you ever see problems, bug them. It's a huge game with lots of, stuff in it, and there's no shot in hell that people have of finding all the bugs on their own. As a programmer, I fully understand this, so please take the moment to bug. Wow, okay, that's a column.
We meet again. Have you looked fate in the eye? Impressive. Weep not for Estraga. She was a menace, devouring travelers and livestock alike. Celebrate, for fate's hand means nothing, not for those who are willing to grip the till of destiny. Always remember the lesson you've learned here today, friend. Fate does not control those who are willing to step to the fore. Set your hand against fortune, and you will see your wishes fulfilled. You are clever, my friend. If I prove fate does not control us, it does not matter that fate led me to this truth. If a goat introduces itself to a hungry coyote, it will be consumed. Fate may play a hand, but only to a point.
This way shrine while I'm over here. Oh, hey, an anchor. Not at a location I recognize. I guess it's one I've already done. Hunding's Watch.
It is good to see you again, my friend. Now I understand why Tuwaka bid me to come here to Hunding's Watch. If you are to save the Alakir Desert from the Withered Hand, there are things you must learn. Yes, many of them. And pilgrims come from all over Hammerfell to honor them, the heroes of our greatest wars. It is usually a quiet affair. But when one such as you arrives, spirits of friend and foe alike awaken to create a portrait of the past. To teach you, if you are to be champion of the Alakir, you must understand the spirit of this desert and its people. Tuwaka says you must walk in the steps of our heroes, battle the spirits of the enemies they faced. Then you will understand. First you will face the Nidic peoples. When the Regatta first crashed on these shores, the Needs were first to challenge them. Fight the Nidic soldier spirits, claim their essences, and use them to summon and face their leader, War Chief Hakon. That was the name of our Yokudan ancestors during the exodus from our ancient homeland. After Yokuda sank beneath the waves, they sailed here in search of a new home. Their coming was not peaceful. You see, the term Regatta means warrior wave. The Nidic peoples were the ancient ancestors of our human kin here in Tamriel. Those who dwelled on the Isle of Hern had long struggled to resist the elves prior to the Regatta's arrival. Upon seeing the Yokudan sails, they took up the sword. They struggled mightily. We honor their bravery. But no, they fell before the Yokudan onslaught like all the others. Yes, my friend, albeit slowly. Not all heed Tuwaka's words as I do. When the Withered Hand is no more, we will have much to do. All the corpses to be cleaned and dressed. Zet's tears. We will need more throne keepers. Of that I am certain.
It hurts. How it hurts.
You are not welcome here. We will defend our land.
moves now!
Run out!
In our fight against the Needs, we saw the raw power of defiance. We came to respect Tamriel and its warriors. You must now battle the giant Goblinkin. The Regada's long road to conquest was paved with thousands of these. Such things are difficult to imagine, yes. In those times, goblins were mighty beasts, and their cruelty was not tempered by cowardice as it is now. Their filthy strongholds littered the sands of Hammerfell like a pox when the Regada arrived. Horrible indeed. Our Yokudan ancestors could not tolerate such a blight on their new homeland. They would suffer no rivals, and so one of their mightiest heroes, Frandar Hunding, rallied the swords of the Regada to slay. Tuatha claimed him during one of the bloodiest battles of the campaign. But his son, Divad, filled with wrath over the slaying of his father, soon rose to take command of the Regada. The Song of Divad tells us that he and his band of sword singers worked their sacred forges and consulted eldritch tomes for many long years to create 5 great swords. With these blessed blades, the Regada forever vanquished. Well, Tuatha tells me that you must do.
Help me escape!
Filthy Regada! I'll pick my teeth with your bones!
Can no one help me?
Hello there.
Ironically, it was in our fight against the hideous goblins that we came to love the desert and its simple beauty. Now you must face the proud orc warriors of ancient Orsinium. It is the heart of orcdom in Tamriel, settled at the foot of the Hrothgarian Mountains. It is a city of simple things, towering and cold. It has been razed and rebuilt countless times. Conquerors is a strong word. But yes, of course they were. Our ancestors and the Bretons laid siege to the city for 30 years before finally breaching the walls and razing the city. The orcs proved to be... You must face the ancient orcish specters in battle, and then summon and defeat their leader, General Thashaga. Tuatha says there is great wisdom to be gleaned.
Greetings.
You are not welcome here. We will defend our land.
Greetings.
Such pain.
Well,
The swords of Yukuda were not often sheathed. Our long siege of Orsinium taught us the value of patience. Now you must face the forces of the Breton king, Joal. He was the king of Daggerfall during the siege of Orsinium. The embers of the Orcish hold had not even cooled before he took up arms against our ancestors, his former allies. He was slain by a heroic sword singer at the Battle of Bankara. You must slay the perfidious spirits of King Joal's Breton army.
Split up! Stupid Redguard, you served your purpose. Now you will die.
Joal's betrayal taught us yet another virtue. Caution. Wariness. We remain slow to trust, but loyal beyond measure. You have reached the summit. The Make-Way God at this height. Have you learned the greatest lesson of this place? The greatest lesson of Hundig's Watch is this. Wars are fleeting, but honor is eternal. The dunes of time are ever... Your valor strikes a... No, you will not cross blades. The sword singers were as much mages as warriors. They sought strength of body and of mind. These spirits will speak to you. Choose your word.
Wow, my gear was completely broken. Awesome.
the goblins approach, my lord. They will slaughter our scouts.
We must hold this pass or the war is lost. Their sacrifice will be remembered always.
Many of our noblest warriors will be slain. How can you turn your back to them?
A goat will run if you strike it. A jackal may bite if you give chase. Only man can choose to do nothing. The path of restraint is often the hardest. I pose to you a question, one that still haunts me. You are a scout for a great army, perched on a mountainside. In the pass below, a band of enemy soldiers slowly approach the position of your dearest friend. Do you abandon your post to help your friend, or do you remain hidden to report the attack? Yes, your friend may die if you do not render aid. But if you fail to report the assault, is not the entire army put at risk? How many men could lose their lives for this one soldier? One's loyalties are truly put to the test.
The blades are forbidden. We must not use them.
Without them, our people, our civilization will die.
Taking up those blades may lead to something far worse than death.
All choices exact a toll, Wayfarer. Some are trivial, but some linger for generations. I was forced to drink from a bitter cup in my time, and all Redguards have paid the price. I wonder if you would have made the same choice. Giant goblins. Beasts thought conquered by Divad have returned. The fight goes poorly. You know the location of powerful magicked blades, but they are dangerous. They were hidden for a reason. Do you seek out the blades, or fight on without them? You would have met a glorious end. We chose the blades and destroyed the beasts. But as a result, the Shahai, our spirit swords, were forever destroyed. Centuries of wondrous tradition was snuffed out. I must bear this weight.
I spent my early years as a maiden of the Spirit Blade. As early as I can remember. Great heroes often carry the greatest regrets. They lie buried in the sand with the bones and broken blades, hidden, forgotten. I had many stories to pass on, but only one is known. Hearken to me. You have won a great battle and covered yourself in glory. But you are gravely wounded. A magical memory stone will allow you to record your last thoughts. Do you think of the battle recording history? Or do you immortalize your beloved family? The battle was important, yes. But is love not also worthy of remembrance? I thought of my training and the details of the battle, but as I turned my thoughts to family, death silenced me. Now they are forgotten, lost for all time.
We must consider negotiation, my son.
To the dogs with that! Hira has killed my mother. He killed your wife.
What you say is true. But many more wives and sisters will die if we take up the sword.
This cave has made a coward of you. We must fight!
To choose for oneself is simple. To choose for a nation is hard. The heaviest blade is as a feather compared to the trust of one's people. Abide with me, and listen carefully. A tyrant threatens your people. If you submit to him and become his willing thrall, your people will be shown mercy. If you attack, you and your people will be driven from your homeland and exiled to the sea. What do? I too choose to attack. But all choices bear a cost, Wayfarer. When the last sword was sheathed in the shadow of Mount Hatu, the dead were beyond counting. Many more were lost at sea during the Exodus. Was the price of honor too high?
Tuwaka tells me the heroic spirits have returned to their slumber. Ah, only Tuwaka has such knowledge, my friend. I could barely hear you from here. Luckily, Tuwaka has shared some of his wisdom with me. Tuwaka tells me that you are bound to the greatest of Red God virtues, honor and loyalty. You are drawn to great summits and glorious ends. Hold fast to that courageous spirit. But know that sometimes we must make sacrifices for the great... What? No! I simply thought you'd like to know what Tuwaka thought of you. He is an excellent judge of character. No. The real lesson of these heroes is that legend always carries a price. You must be prepared to pay that toll when it comes. Tuwaka extends his hand. You need only enter the portal, and you will be transported back to the desert below.
That was a cool quest. Let's see if I have any gear that I can equip, at least temporarily. Because I don't really want to pay. Yeah, belt. Okay, that's good enough for now.
Here. Here.
Okay, let me go pick up this way shrine. I will go delve into a dungeon. Oh, there's a quest out here too.
Do the gods truly have no mercy? Only the dead and the desperate end up in this part of the desert. It is a place of decay. A place even the gods do not acknowledge. My wife's remains were sent here, unjustly. She... As you can see, it was her own... Yes, she turned them into the guard. But they had planted evidence on her, suggesting take these funerary oils and perform...
Should probably go sell.
By chaos, by the void, and by the darkness, may the doors of oblivion be flung wide.
Alrighty then. Lag.
Dwellers of darkest oblivion, come forth. The veil is pierced. Pass through the gate, I entreat thee.
There we go.
It takes much more than simple fabric to make a tailored masterpiece. A true clothier needs what I provide.
Daedra, spawn of Padme's black blood, answer the cry of your servant. Come forth and walk upon the face of Nirn.
Crap.
By chaos, by the void, and by the darkness, may the doors of oblivion be flung wide.
Open for business.
Oh, sweet. I just got a grain solvent, the purple timber. At some point, I may have enough to build an item out of them. Okay, so... yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna go with my shit being broken. Way over level for the zone. The weapon never actually breaks, so that's not a problem. So I'm just going to deal with the fact that it's broken.
It takes much more than simple fabric to make a tailored masterpiece. A true clothier needs what I provide.
Dwellers of darkest oblivion, come forth. The veil is pierced. Pass through the gate, I entreat thee.
Help me turn the luck.
Wow, I have 50 of those? That's crazy. Okay. Ooh, construct all this shit.
By chaos, by the void, and by the darkness, may the doors of oblivion be flung wide.
Okay.
Dwellers of darkest oblivion, come forth.
What you
the
have
veil
done at
is
Tawaka's
pierced.
throne.
Pass
never
through the
forget.
gate, I entreat thee.
Another item out of my bag. Mail shit off and go to the bank.
I've got what you need.
Daedra, spawn of Padme's black blood, answer the cry of your servant. Come forth and walk upon the face of Nirn.
Selling, buying, trading, right here.
Daedra, spawn of Padme's black blood, answer the cry of your servant.
No matter the troubles assaulting our fair city, my vault stands strong. You may bank with me in complete confidence. Your personal items will be perfectly safe within our secure facility.
I guess I'm up to 3 grain solvents, which is pretty damn good.
Darkest oblivion, come forth. The veil is pierced. Pass through the gate, I entreat thee.
Actually, there's now more racial temper thingies. Yeah, I can put 4 more items in.
Chaos, by the void and by the darkness, may the doors of oblivion be flung wide.
Okay. Good enough for now.
Greetings.
Dwellers of darkest oblivion, come forth. The veil is pierced. Pass through the gate, I entreat thee.
Rancer! You madman! It's time to finish this.
By chaos, by the void, and by the darkness, may the doors of oblivion be flung wide.
Dude is still there? Wow. Hey, yay! This takes me to one of the souls for the sky shards. Oh hey, apparently Zarya doesn't spawn. Okay, so when in doubt, log out. We'll see if this actually works or not. I know Shiana said last night that there's one of these quests that was bugged out for him, so maybe this is it. Okay, so Gildy just confirmed this is the one that is bugged. That the person you're supposed to talk to doesn't ever spawn. But, you know, I didn't know about it, so let's go get this thief stone while we're up here. Gonna mark that off my list for discovery. Yeah, I have no interest in using the thief. Sneaking is not a thing that I really do. Oh, it's a lizard. It's a dead lizard now. Yay! Another Dwemer ruin. I love Dwemer ruins. Ildzun. Ildzun, maybe? At some point soon I figure my wife will be waking up and we'll be wanting dinner. Or not dinner, but lunch. I grew up with grandparents that called the noon meal dinner, so I kind of use it interoperably. Dwarven sword. Okay, and I figure there's a sky shard in here somewhere. thought I saw a book over here, but yep, it is. Yay. Lore book. Lore book.
Fan out!
Shard, maybe? 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 No. Nope. If that guy really intended to call himself Ronim, or if he just misspelled Ronin. It's actually worth decent experience and decent money. And gold. Gold is always important. Okay, there's the Sky Shard. And here's a thing that we pick up for a quest. Must be where... Yeah, this must be the... Hoping when I ding this, I will, or turn this in, I'll ding 40, and then I can go craft a new set of gear. Okay, so there's another dungeon that way. Sand blown mine. Anytime I run this far into a dungeon without encountering something, it kind of scares me because, like, what's going to respawn on top of me? Okay, there's the gate. Letter to Fidel. Okay.
Destroy! Scatter!
Sweet! One skill point.
Right! Now!
Seems so damned weird to have cats with dog pets. Okay, there's gotta be a soul or sky shard down here. I don't know why I want to keep calling them soul shards. A chest. That's bright.
Josh! Fan out!
100 type pets or 100 types are just bullshit because the things they summon are permanent animal companions that are just as tough as any other animal companion. I just hate them because, like, basically you go from fighting 4 to fighting 5 or however many. And they're not like somehow weaker. Yay, let's bask in the sun. Should be another, yep, another point. I have a few to spin now, I think. Look, people hung out waiting on a boss. Started the real snake. Oh look, I bet it's this snake thing. Sounds amazing.
I'm sorry. They forced me to do it. I had no choice.
You look like a person of great intelligence. What? Sand-blown Mars sending people to a mine? Dreadful. Well, that is to say, they...
Greetings.
Mind the skies. There are...
What's this?
I'd heard that he was... Thank you for bringing this simpering cur...
Hello.
Okay, I think I'm going to cut it off here and go find food and try and figure out what I want to do for my armor. Thanks for watching.